Hi, I'm Laura Greco, and I'm so excited to be with you on this beautiful day here in Frenchtown. You can see behind me the river is flowing, and I'm sitting on these wonderful benches that have been provided for us here as new benches in Frenchtown. So it's very, very nice to have this opportunity. So I thought I'd cut this video outside for your enjoyment as well as mine. Today, I'd like to address the thought of peace and kindness. There were two posts I found on Facebook this morning when I was quickly looking through, both of which were placed by friends of mine. One of them was in reference to children going back to school and to remind them to remind their children to treat others with kindness. And the other post was concerning peace. It asked the question or posed the question of the fact that we rest in peace, but do we live in peace? And it got me thinking about a few things, especially a lot of disturbance here on the earth. And as a parent myself, I think about the idea of peace in the home. And when we look outside, we can see the wonderful, beautiful kindness and the earth angels basically that are out there. And we can also see the disturbance, and we can focus on one or the other. But it takes me to a root that I'd like to address, and that is when we think about kindness, how are we treating ourselves as parents? We want to remind our children to be in kindness, but how are we at doing that for ourselves first and setting the example? How do we speak about ourselves or to ourselves? Do we make the little comments that show that we do not have kindness or respect for ourselves, such as, oh, stupid me, I dropped the bowl, or, oh, I lost my keys, oh, I just can't seem to do anything right. These kinds of comments, as innocent as they may appear, actually, now that we know scientifically, make a big difference in our own ability to love on ourselves, but also our ability to love on our children. And our example carries over to them because they're like little sponges. They'll pick up and do the things we do. So by adjusting the way we see ourselves, which starts, of course, with awareness, maybe you don't do these things, but perhaps you do. I invite you as parents to take a look, observe and see. How are you speaking to and about yourself? And how is that spilling over into your family? Because the more kindness and forgiveness that we can offer ourselves, the more ability our children have to do that for themselves and then do it for others around them as well. If you notice that these are things that you do and you didn't think so, take the time to forgive yourself. Be okay with that. Awareness is the first step in change, and change is what we need. It's just a thought. All you need to do is change it. And so, through practice, you can do that. And it is written that whatever things are chaste, whatever things are lovable, whatever things are of serious concern, whatever praiseworthy thing there is, keep considering these things. And if you do, the peace of God that excels all thought will guard your hearts and your mental powers. That is a promise. I invite you to think about this as parents and realize that as parents, we too need assistance and coaching. We are not finished on our journey of growing up. And by seeking out that kind of observation and growth in ourselves, we awaken the growth and awareness in our children. So be a champion for your children. I invite you. And let's see how that will contribute to the peace that we so long for, and the happiness and the joy of seeing our earth as a peaceful place, our families as a peaceful place, and our children as flourishing. I'm Laura Greco. You can find me at artofsoulfulparenting.com. I look forward to meeting you, and thank you so much for being a part of this video today. Bye-bye.